And now, David, it is time for, let's hold it down, it's time for our first guest, our first victim on the hot seat.
Leading off tonight, we have Karen Schneider, who is a counselor who says it's okay to be gay. Or something like that. Sick, that's right. Sick and ludicrous.
All right. Now, Karen, you are a counselor?
That's correct, Wally, I am.
Now, you, I understand, don't particularly like my gay bashing that I've been doing for past years.
That's absolutely right, Wally. Not only is it incorrect, but it's also ignorant as well.
It is. Hey,
I would like to know that.
Wait, I
want to tell you that I am.
I'm talking first.
To be here today to educate you.
Wait.
That's right.
Whoa, what'd you say?
I am risking my personal and professional integrity to come onto the show and explain your ignorance.
Hey, you know.
Not only that, but you aren't going to be able to do it.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what I'm risking? Catching AIDS. Now, I can never understand how you can sit there and say to America, hold it down. How can you sit there and say to America that it's okay to be gay? How can you possibly say that when you know how dangerous and how sick and disgusting homosexuality is? Yeah, am I right? Now, why do you say then it's okay to be gay? Why do you say that?
In my professional practice as a counselor, I found that people who are gay are no different than people in the general population, except for the...
Oh, yes, they are. Oh, yes, they are.
No, they're not.
They're plenty different.
Professional experience.
Hey, do you want me to describe how different they are?
Why, Wally, do you know about being gay? Why, Wally, do you know some gay people? Are you gay yourself, Wally? Is
May I return that question? You're here defending homosexuality. Are you gay?
What do you fantasize that I am, Wally?
I don't have to fantasize. I know what she is, a dimwit bimbo.
Ignorant, Wally. You are completely ignorant.
But let me ask you the question again and answer me.
Okay.
Don't dance around this. Just answer me. I'm sure everyone at home across the country are wondering, this girl is ardently defending homosexuality.
That's right.
They want to know, are you a homosexual? Are you a lesbian?
No, I'm not. I'm completely straight. I'm a heterosexual woman.
Thank heavens.
Hold it. Do you go out with men?
Yeah, yes, Wally. Do you? Do you, Wally?
Now, why do you say? You still haven't told me. Why do you say it is okay to be gay?
Wally, you believe in freedom of religion. What if people believe in homosexuality? If I'm Jewish or if I'm Christian, you'll let me believe in that. But you won't let me believe in homosexuality? I believe that it's okay to be gay, that they're no different than the rest of the population, and that they're human beings that deserve respect and treatment.
No, they don't.
They do.
Because, I'll tell you why they don't. I'll tell you why it's not okay to be gay. Because homosexual males are primarily responsible for the spreading of this deadly disease called AIDS.
That's incorrect?
That's absolutely incorrect. First of all, gay people are not responsible for the disease. It is a biological event and not a social comment.
I beg to differ. Do you know? Hold on. I beg to differ.
Beg, Wally, beg.
Hold on. Listen.
So you buy the money?
Hey, the only thing I'd beg you to do is put a bag over your head.
Just one more unintelligent statement that you're making.
Let me just say this. You are so wrong. Do you know the statistics are 93% of the victims of AIDS in the United States of America are homosexual males. 93%. 3% more are bisexual. So I'll tell you, you can't tell me it's not a homosexual disease because 93% are homosexual males, 3% are bisexual, and the rest have been infected by bisexual males who have made love to heterosexual females who in turn have made love to heterosexual males, and that's how... But
Did you run that by us?
But the bottom line is...
Your logic is so off, Wally.
The bottom line is...
It's off, Wally. Your logic is so incorrect and so ignorant that I feel that I have to come on television and explain to your wonderfully intelligent studio audience that you are incorrect.
Hey, do you want some facts?
Wait, it does not matter what category you fall in. It's your behavior. If you have anal sex, regardless of whether you're heterosexual or homosexual, you will get it. Okay?
Wait a minute. Are you saying on national television that it's okay for men to have anal sex? Are you saying that?
I think safe sex is all right.
You said it before.
Safe sex.
All right, let me read you something.
Well, did you engage in safe sex?
Hold on.
I really would like to know because I'm worried about you. I might, be in danger.
Hey, don't worry.
Here.
I don't want to get that close to you, believe me.
Because you may be gay. Is that right, Wally? Is that why you won't get close to me?
Don't be a
Gay?
bimbo. Don't be a bimbo. Let me read to you a column written by Patrick J. Buchanan in a nationally syndicated newspaper column, a man who has studied AIDS for many years. This has been printed in the New York Times and in newspapers all across America. Patrick J. Buchanan stated in his syndicated newspaper column, and I quote Mr. Buchanan.
Please get on with it, Wally.
There is one and only... She's going to get out of here in a minute. Now, I'm reading this to you now. Patrick J. Buchanan states in his column, there is one and only one cause for the AIDS crisis in America. The willful refusal of gays to cease indulging in the immoral, unnatural, unsanitary, unhealthy, and suicidal practice of anal intercourse, which is the primary means by which AIDS is being spread through the gay community. I rest my case. I'll be right back.
For thousands of years, sea otters have thrived off the coast of California. Scientists say these charismatic creatures hold the web of ocean life together and keep the marine ecosystem healthy for us all. But these sea otters are now facing an uncertain future. To learn why and how you can help, visit our website, saveseaotters.org.
Well, okay, welcome back, everybody. Wally George here with a Hot Seat Show, and my guest on the Hot Seat tonight, and she really is Karen Schneider, is a counselor who says it's okay to be gay. Now, Karen,
Okay.
I want you to respond to this very intelligent comment by the learned and respected Patrick J. Buchanan, who stated this in his nationally syndicated column after much research into the subject. Answer this. I'll repeat it for those of you who just tuned in. There is one and only one cause for the AIDS crisis: the willful refusal of gay men to cease indulging in the immoral, unnatural, unsanitary, unhealthy, and suicidal practice of anal intercourse, which is the primary means by which AIDS is being spread through the gay community. Now, how do you answer that? Do you say that's wrong?
Well, no, anal sex is a way, and actually what happens...
But you said anal sex was okay a few minutes ago.
I never said anal sex was okay. I said safe sex is okay, and Wally, there's a big difference. And if you don't know the difference, Wally, you need some sex education.
Hey, what
Do you know the difference,
Hey, what
Wally?
you probably need is a...
Tell me what I
you
need,
probably
Wally.
need something you
Tell me.
probably have never
Tell me,
had and
Wally.
never will have, sex.
Wally, I don't think it's as much of a problem for me as it is for you.
You're probably speaking out of frustration. What do you think, huh?
So the total bottom line is safe sex. It doesn't make any difference. In other words, it's okay for people to do it with gorillas as long as they use a Trojan.
I think at least, Wally, you should be... Well, you should at least be happy that people are having sex with other human beings. I mean, aren't human beings supposed to be having sex with each other? Yeah.
Yeah, but
It doesn't matter whether you're male or female.
But
It
you
doesn't
still-
matter. As long as you practice safe sex,
Wait, but-
Wally,
but wait a
it doesn't matter what you do with your genitals or anyone else does with their genitals. As long as you're having safe sex. I don't care.
Hold it. You're way off base. I want to tell you something. There is no such thing as safe sex. It has been proven by...
you,
hold
Wally,
on.
I'm sure.
It has been proven... It has been proven by the Surgeon General that even using condoms does not guarantee you will not catch AIDS because condoms don't always work. So there is no such thing as safe sex. The only answer to ending the AIDS epidemic is to end homosexuality. How do you answer that?
Wally, do you believe that the only kind of homosexual sex is anal sex?
Well,
Do you think that's the only kind of homosexual sex?
Well, do you want to tell me the others?
I will be glad to, for a fee, Wally, in my private practice. I'll be glad to,
I'm
Wally.
sure you probably have observed all the things, huh? Well, I'm saying anyway, oral sex, anal sex, no matter what it is, you can catch AIDS that way too, you know, by oral sex. And I'm saying this, first of all, taking out AIDS altogether, you refuse to admit this, but it's a fact. AIDS is caused by homosexuality.
Absolutely incorrect and ignorant, Wally. The Center for Disease Control in Atlanta, Georgia clearly states that gays did not cause AIDS, that AIDS is a biological event and not a moral comment on society.
Well,
Wally.
you are out of your mind, that's why.
Well, Wally, you are ignorant and you know not of what you speak.
How do you...
Plus, I recommend that anyone in this studio audience who believes Wally George to call the Center for Disease Control in Atlanta, Georgia, and get the facts on AIDS, because Wally is completely incorrect.
How does this Center for Disease Control think it did start then?
I don't know. Why don't you call him David?
Couple of-
Hold on. These are probably a bunch of liberal lunatics in that organization. Now, let me tell you.
It's the Center for Disease Control in Atlanta, Georgia, and they will clearly state that it's not the type of person that you are, whether you're gay or
Let me
straight.
see
It's
that.
the type of
Let me see
behavior that
that.
you engage in. I'll be glad to show
Let
you
me
this
read it.
after the show.
Let me read it. Hand that to me, David, please. I want to look at it.
Hey, Wally.
Hey, she got me. That's the last place I want to look.
You know why it's the last place that Wally wants to look? Because Wally may have latent homosexuality deep within him. And I recommend that Wally get some personal
Let me tell you something.
psychotherapy.
Let me tell you
Wally, you need
hold-
psychotherapy.
hold on.
I recommend personal, individual psychotherapy.
Close your mouth. Close your mouth.
Don't tell me
I'm throwing you out of here. Now, you shut up. Now, I'm going to answer you.
You answer me, Wally. I'm waiting for you.
Now, hold on. USA Today. Do you consider USA Today to be a respectable newspaper?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. USA Today, on their editorial pages of USA Today, which is a national newspaper, they had a study of AIDS, and they had an expert who has studied AIDS as a medical doctor for 10 years. And this man spits right in your eye because he says positively, absolutely, in the United States of America, AIDS is spread by homosexual males. Absolutely.
Okay. And let me also state that in the United States of America, lesbianism is condoned. Look, in any Penthouse magazine, you'll see two women having sex together.
Oh, you
Men love that. Lesbianism is condoned in this society.
Wait. Do you,
Lesbianism is condoned in this society.
Hey, do you like lesbianism?
Do I like it?
Yeah.
I've never engaged in it, Wally. I can't tell you.
Hey, did you notice that little smile she gave me?
Actually, Wally, the reason I'm smiling at you is because I really think that you're cute in your ignorance.
Oh.
ignorant you are.
I'd be worried about that.
Do you think it's okay for women to make love together?
As I have two stipulations: as long as it does not cause an unwanted pregnancy, which homosexuality never does, and as long as it doesn't hurt anyone, you can do whatever you want with your genitals that you want. Thank you.
Do you think it's normal and natural for two women to make love, to have sex together?
Let me explain what natural means. In society,
No,
it
just
is
answer
found.
me.
No, I'm going to answer this.
Yes, no.
I got to explain this to you because homosexuality occurs naturally in society, and I will give you an example. When birds don't have enough sex, when they don't have enough sex. No, listen. Don't you want to know about the birds and the bees, Wally? Wally, you need to hear this. Homosexuality occurs naturally in nature. It has been found that two female birds nest together naturally. That means homosexuality occurs naturally.
That's really reaching, Karen. I got to say
Just
that.
answer me yes or no.
Homosexuality occurs naturally in society. That is true.
No, I want to ask you, do you approve, do you think it's great for women to have sex together, yes or no?
If they want to, and as long as nothing is hurting them or stopping them, they can if they want to. What any woman wants to do with her genitals is none of my business.
And women. You come on in there, you'll be amazed. And they do a wonderful job, human hair. And you mentioned Wally George, and you get the Wally George special discount. For men, for women, it's the world of wigs. Get in there.
The new KDOC TV is Hawaii 5-0. Steve McGarrett.
I get the feeling you're dancing a waltz. What are you looking for?
Dano. Fighting crime in the beautiful Hawaiian Islands. Hawaii 5-0. Weekdays on the new KDOC TV.
I think you should wear a tie.
Dad, nobody wears ties to school.
Tie says you're serious. It'll make a good impression. And remember, you're there to study,
to learn, and to make something of myself. I got it.
Almost half of all UNCF students are the first in their family to go to college.
They have some great architecture classes.
Dad, I'm not really interested in architecture.
Well, keep your options open. And remember, no girls until
my work is done.
And I'd make sure that I got my lunch.
Dad, you're not going. I am.
I know.
Listen, you better get going. Don't want to be late the first day in.
Oh, yeah.
And when you're the first to go, you're going for a lot of people. The United Negro College Fund. A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Now, Bill, if you will, for our final guest.
Our final guest and final victim here at Wally is a guy whose motto is "Sun Your Buns."
Oh!
That's what he tells me it is. He's promoting nudism. He thinks somehow it's related to better mental health. Here's Kevin Snow.
Now let me ask this, Kevin. Why in the world? First of all, let me ask, are you practicing nudism yourself?
Of course I am. Well, as a matter of fact, I used to strip for one of those strippergram services.
Oh!
I just practice nudism myself all the time.
We want to see you. Can you imagine anybody paying to see him naked?
In the audience, right?
Hey, I have a feeling. Hey, Kevin, I have a feeling people would pay money to see him put his clothes back on again. But what is it about nudism that you think is so great in America?
Well, the way that I look at it is we were born nude, we nude,
whoa,
and we die nude. So why wear clothes in between?
Here? Vulgar.
Oh, I said the F word, sorry.
You pervert.
By the way, speaking of perverts, I have a copy here. Of course, I read this magazine every month. Swingers Hotline. I'm sure that this is one of your favorites.
Swingers Hotline.
Swingers Hotline. And I was reading in here, and sure enough, what I see in here, this ad here.
Oh, okay.
And what do I see down here? Can you get a close-up of this? Wally and Janice. Wally and Janice have an ad in Swingers Hotline.
Look what he does. He pastes the picture down on there.
And Wally, I also bought you another present. I bought you a Wally Stinks hat.
believe that? This is for you, pal. And this is for your stupid magazine. Oh, yeah? I'll tell you what, pal. Oh, no!
And he wants to talk about mental health.
The guy's a blooming maniac. Yeah, he says nudity is good for mental health. He obviously has been having too much. It certainly is not good for mental health, is it? Oh. How much time we got, Joe? 2 minutes. Holy mackerel!
I can't believe that. Did that really happen?
That was the most unbelievable thing I've ever heard in my whole. Do you think, from what he said, do you favor nudism in America? No. Unbelievable.
I can't believe we just saw that.
Well, you see, you get these kind of creepos. You see, what I was going to say, if God intended us all to run around naked, he would not have created CNR clothing.
That's right.
But I think it's stupid. I really think it's stupid because, you know, we're not supposed to be a bunch of animals running around without any clothing on, for heaven's sake. Don't you think it's perfectly okay? I mean, it's good enough when you're down at the beach if you want to wear a little bikini. That's okay, isn't it, right? But I mean, to walk around naked on nude beaches, I think that's sick. Do you think it's sick? It's not only sick, but it's ridiculous.
It's illegal too.
Beautiful, man.
It's illegal too.
Somebody says it's beautiful, man. Let's take a vote here in the audience. All those who think nudism is great, say yes. See how? Yeah! All those who think nudism is sick, say sick.
It's unanimous. No doubt about it.
So he's gone, and I'll tell you, I think he shall never darken our doorstep again. Take it off. We are doing now what you call a little stretching. I want to thank you all for joining us. Next week, we're back with another ludicrous program. We got some maniacs on the show for next week. Don't miss it. We'll see you 11 o'clock to 12 midnight. Until then, God bless you all. Good night, everybody. Now our time is running out. Our next guest is Joel Meyer, and you are anti-censorship of records. Is that correct?
Anti-label, right? Yeah. But Wally, before we start, I know it's your birthday, and I'd like to present you with a little present.
Oh boy, okay. Let's see what it is. Yeah! Now hold on. Why are you against the rating of rock records or records in general? What's wrong with that?
It's going to lead to censorship.
Oh, what's wrong with censorship?
It goes against the Constitution. We are given freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and with censorship, it's going to block that.
Well, I say that parents have the right to know what their young kids are listening to. Especially,
you're right, they do, and if they don't like it, then they can say, "Hey, don't listen to that."
Well, how do they
so
know?
Why should we have a label on it?
How do we know what they're buying if we don't have the rating labels on it? Now, for example, there's nothing wrong with the ratings of for these recordings. If X is on the label, that means it's into too much sex.
Sexually explicit lyrics.
Sexually explicit lyrics.
Right.
DA means drugs and alcohol.
Correct.
Okay? And V is for violence. Now, if a record is promoting drugs and alcohol or perverted sex or violence, why shouldn't parents have the right to know that's the kind of records their kids are buying?
First of all, they have the right to sing or express whatever they'd like, right? Do you agree with that or not?
Who does?
The musicians.
No.
Why not?
Because if it's wrong, if it's degrading, if it's immoral,
but they're guaranteed the right in the Constitution to do it.
All right, but you can't abuse those rights. If you're promoting drugs and alcohol and violence and satanic
How do you
worship,
know promoting? It's acknowledging it.
Hey.
Wally, turn on the radio, turn on the TV, look at the newspaper. What do you see every day? Drugs, murder.
Wait, this is not anarchy. We can't do everything we want. There are certain words I cannot say on this microphone.
Okay.
Or I will be censored, right?
Correct.
Okay, then why shouldn't the same thing apply to records?
If they don't like it, they don't have to listen to it.
The same thing, right? The same thing could apply on this program. You see, there are certain things in radio and television that I can't say, or I'll be censored. So why shouldn't it happen in records? I'll be right back. Stay where you are. All right, we gotta hurry along now. Joining us is a rock promoter who is known as the Freeze Disease.
Now, Wally, I just want to say you know nothing about what you're talking about. You know nothing about heavy metal. If you did, you'd get that big plate taken out of your brain.
Listen.
Kiss it, Wally. You gotta love it or somebody else will, dude.
Hey, this guy really is a disease, don't you think so?
Yeah! And Wally, what do you know about record labeling anyway? What do you call that there? I heard that bull that you were singing earlier.
Real rock, you idiot.
Real rock is real rock and roll, Wally.
Listen,
wait.
What I'm trying to tell you, Freeze,
yes,
is that your bands that you're promoting,
yes,
like Eden and
White Tiger, exclusively guitar player with Kiss, Mark St. John, singer from Black Sabbath, David Donato,
sure,
and two of the hottest and best looking dudes in the entire world. We're going to be breaking it out big, Wally.
They're all promoting sickness and perversion. They're promoting Satanism, and they're promoting...
Wally, we're promoting our backstage parties after the show with lots of pretty ladies, man.
I've said it a million times, plain good old American rock and roll, there's nothing wrong with it, but the kind of animals that you are producing and you're presenting are very, very dangerous to the young people of America, and I say bums like you should be tossed out of the business.
My only opinion of that, Wally, is what is this load of cheese bagorama jism you got over here? What is this stuff you pass for rock and roll? What's this? Raleigh sings the rock hits?
Never mind, pal. And it's a disgrace that you're wearing red, white, and blue sunglasses.
Well, Wally, I was originally going to bring these on the show to give you as a birthday present, but now I know that you're more...
Hold on, we have a surprise coming out here.
Nutrition Depot. You're going to feel so great. Get in there real soon.
Frank never knows when he'll wake up to find his arms are too weak to do anything, even shave himself. Frank has multiple sclerosis, an unpredictable neurological disease that strikes young adults, many with children. The National MS Society helps families learn to live with MS. They count on us. Can we count on you?
So now, Bill Bancroft, let's get going with our first lunatic on the show today.
Well, the first liberal lunatic on the show today, Wally, is I think the guy who was the original Grinch that stole Christmas, because you're not going to believe what he does. He supports the ACLU position that there should be no public expression of anything of a religious note. No singing of Christmas carols, no nativity scenes in public, any of that stuff. I can see we're going to get along great with this guy. Here is, supporting the ACLU position, Rick Scouler.
Rick Scouler.
Thank you. Number one. Or
number one.
Hey, hold on, Rick. I cannot believe that you support the action because you are a member of the ACLU, but how can you people want to stop all religious displays on public property?
Because I don't want to have to look at what
I don't care what you want to watch. I say, you people are godless.
We're
morons,
not godless.
And I say,
we're not godless.
At Christmas, wait a minute. At Christmas time, we have the right to show any kind of displays we want to show.
First of all, Wally, wait. Hey, there's nothing in the Bible nor in history that even proves that Christmas is really on December 25th. We don't even know what we're celebrating.
We are celebrating
we
the
don't
birth
know.
of Christ. I don't. Hey,
you can celebrate. Hey. You can celebrate Christmas any way you want. If you want to have sex under the Christmas tree singing.
Oh, now wait a minute.
Let me finish.
Don't get blasphemous.
If you want.
You stupid pervert.
Let me finish.
Wait,
if you want to have sex under the Christmas tree singing "Oh Come All Ye Faithful," you go right ahead. Hey, don't put it on me.
Listen, I have news for you. I don't think this guy has ever had sex anywhere. I'm telling you this. There are people in this country who want to have in their public parks, in the shopping malls.
Wait a minute. Their house. They can have it in their house, in their church. But
who are you to say that? Who are you to say that?
I am a citizen of the United States of America.
And supporter of the ACLU.
That's right. And if I don't want to look at what they believe in, why should I have to?
What do you mean who they believe in?
Hey, contrary to popular belief, Wally, there are people in this country who are not Bible-babbling Christians like you.
It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make any difference. At Christmas time,
it's a Christian holiday.
Listen, this is one nation under God, isn't it?
I've said it once, I'll say it again. It's one nation under God, not one nation ruled by God, and especially not ruled by you.
Now, you know what? The ACLU, of which he is a member, the ACLU states that religious displays in public places are not related to Christmas. Can you believe? Wait a minute. Hey, Rick, wait, answer me. How can you idiots at the ACLU possibly say that religious displays are not related to Christmas?
Well, the only thing I can say is Christmas has not been proven. The Bible has not been proven. God has not been proven. So how can you prove that?
The Bible has not been proven.
No, the Bible has not been proven.
Do you know something?
It's people like you that believe in a book that was written thousands and thousands of years ago by some drunks.
Oh! Wait a minute.
You have no idea. You're believing in something that you don't even know about.
Just a minute, you blasphemous
But by looking...
Wait a minute. Don't you ever say the Bible was written by a bunch of drunks or I'll kick your butt out of here. Don't you ever say that.
See, it's people like you. It's people like you that we're against because you want us to believe the way you believe or to get out.
Yeah, and you people at the ACLU want us to believe the way you do.
No, we don't. You can believe in anything you want, but don't force your religion on us.
Let's see if you really mean what you're saying. Then in other words, we should get rid of Christmas. I suppose that means Easter's out.
No, but
Hanukkah,
no Easter song.
Hanukkah is out.
Easter song.
Oh, is Hanukkah out?
No Easter song.
What about Hanukkah? What about anything other than Christianity? What about that?
Hey, what about Hanukkah? What about Hanukkah? When you go into Vaughn's or any other supermarket during Hanukkah, do you hear a bunch of Jewish music coming through?
If they want to, could they?
Hey, to show you how ludicrous the ACLU is, even though the city of Ottawa, Illinois, had showed paintings of Christ in their public park for 10 years, the ACLU sued that city and demanded that they take the paintings down.
Yeah.
Now, hold on. Wait a minute. Now,
That's just...
wait a minute, Rick.
If we would have let them do that, it would have been another way for the Christians to try to take over more of the land,
Rick,
more of this country.
Wait a minute, Rick.
Let the Christians stay in their churches.
Just shut your atheist mouth for a while. Now, hold on a minute. What I'm trying to point out is the ACLU, you people are trying to stop the will of the people. Now, I'm using...
No, we're not. We're not trying to stop the will.
I'll tell you what.
The will.
Wait a minute.
We're trying to keep them in their own little space.
Wait a minute here. I'll tell you how you are trying to stop the will of the people. I'm using Ottawa because the people in that city voted in favor of these religious displays in their public park. The people voted overwhelmingly in favor.
That shows you the intelligence level of Ottawa citizens.
The city council voted in favor of it. The mayor approved it, and the ACLU sued to stop it. So you're trying to stop the will of the people.
No. Hey, I'm not against any religion. I am not against any type of religion.
But the people wanted this, Rick. The people voted for it.
They wanted it to push it off on other people, and that is not right.
They wanted it for their own city.
Hey, people drive through that city. They're not in their own little cult there. Maybe they are.
You are also trying to stop, and you know, there's nothing more beautiful when you're shopping at Christmas time in the Christmas malls to hear Christmas songs.
Yeah, to make you spend more money. That's what they want you to do.
I'm talking now, you big nut. When you're shopping at Christmas time, there is nothing more enjoyable than hearing Christmas carols like Silent Night, right?
No. But let's keep it like Frosty the Snowman or Oh Christmas Tree. We don't need religious overtones. Hey, you know, and if all these people were so damn religious, why
Don't say damn religious.
Why? If America thinks they're so Christian-like and they're celebrating the birth of Christ, why are they spending $39 billion every December to buy Christmas presents?
What's wrong with
why?
spending?
Hey,
well, that's what's wrong with that.
There's nothing in the Bible that says on December 25th we exchange gifts.
Wait a minute.
The wise men came.
Wait a minute.
Historically, the wise men came and gave the
gifts for the baby Jesus,
not for their aunt and uncle and Mary Jane down the road.
Hey,
come on.
Hey, listen. Obviously, you are not going to get any gifts this Christmas.
I'll get just as many
as
you.
But I'm going to give him a boot. I'm going to give him no. I'm going to give him a special Christmas gift that he obviously needs: a facelift. Now you know what?
Wally. Hey, look at this guy. Hey, if this guy had any more facelifts, he'd have to wear a ski mask to cover up his belly button.
Isn't he funny? And now, Bill Bancroft, it's time for victim number 2 on the hot seat. Go ahead.
Victim number 2 is so far out, I don't even really know how to exactly introduce him to you. All I can just tell you is that he represents the Flat Earth Society, Mike Hubbell.
Mike Hubbell's here. All right, now.
Well, I have one thing to say, Wally. By looking at this crowd I can see out here tonight, there's no doubt in my mind the Orange County Animal Shelters left the locks off their gates.
Speaking of that, I think it's about time we sprayed you with free powder.
Well, there's no powder left. They used all the powder earlier. There's no powder left for me.
Oh, boy. Now, let's get serious here.
Well, I can't. I came here for one reason tonight: to educate Wally and this naive ridiculous crowd.
Hey, why don't you shave off that stupid mustache? And hey, Mike, hey, we're not still in the 60s. Cut that stupid hair off, too.
No, this style's coming back, Wally.
Now listen, you act. Now let's get serious here. Let's get serious now here. You are with the Flat Earth Society.
That's correct.
And you actually believe in that strange mind of yours. You actually believe that the Earth is flat. Are you serious when you say that?
Absolutely, absolutely. The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat, and I think everyone should become aware, because all these people out here, along with the rest of the world, is very naive, and the government is continuing to lie with total propaganda and telling you things. This picture behind you is a complete phony of the shuttle. There is not. There isn't even a space program, Wally. There's no such thing as a space program.
Wait a minute. He says there's no such thing as the space program.
Nothing. It's nothing but total propaganda, and you idiots out there are all listening to all this.
Wait.
Smarten up and learn.
Wait a minute. How can you say that the space program is total propaganda?
Nothing but total propaganda. The landing on the moon was a joke, too. There was no such thing as a moon landing.
Oh, come on. Are you telling me that there was no landing on the moon by our astronauts?
We have eyewitness accounts. We can't reveal, of course, because of government pressures, of course. You understand that. We have eyewitness accounts that the moon landing was conducted at Universal Studios.
Oh, come on.
And when the shuttle exploded, when Challenger exploded, where was that?
Hey, I have some eyewitness news that he was snorting Ajax before the show. Now, what about all the pictures that we have seen on television from outer space showing a round globe, which is the Earth? How do you explain that?
All right, well, it's very simple. The United States government is probably the best government in the world in regards to total propaganda. They're very comparable to Nazi Germany when it comes to propaganda.
Come on.
Joseph Goebbels in Germany used the Ministry of Propaganda to promote propaganda and lies. The United States government has followed up with that and does even a better job of it with lies and pictures and so-called telemetry of the round Earth.
Hey, Mike, hold on a minute. It isn't just the people in the United States who believe this. The entire world, everybody on this Earth knows the world is round, don't they? It isn't just here in the United States that we believe that. Everybody believes that.
Historical accounts have been completely altered. Back in the days of Columbus, when they claimed he had 3 ships that sailed across to discover the Americas, there were actually 4 ships.
There were 4 ships?
There were actually 4 ships. There were 4 ships, okay? They say 3, but they cover up the 4th because the 4th ship never made it back to Spain. The 4th ship...
What happened to the 4th ship?
Okay, there was the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria, and the Dominica. The Dominica fell off the edge.
The Dominica fell off the edge?
Fell off the edge. Right here.
No, Mike, the problem is the last ship was the bull ship, and that's the one you're on, buddy.
Yeah, right on. Hey, what is your display there that you have there?
Many classrooms and offices and science buildings and like we have a measure. You all measure the world by a globe. You maybe have one in your house or classroom, whatever. We with the Flat Earth Society have what we call the cube. In the cube, this is the Earth on a 180-degree plane, one flat 180-degree plane, and all these 4. This is a model of the cube. All 4 sides. We have 4 centrifugal waterfalls on all 4 sides here. If you head off, we have witness accounts of 2 ships throughout history, sea vessels that were lost at sea. One Soviet freighter, the Krakow, in 1960, never came left, take off from the port of Siberia Peninsula, never came back. It fell off the Eastern Fall.
Hey, Mike, wait a minute. I hate to interrupt you, but I think we're all convinced you're a lunatic. Do you really think, what scientific proof do you have that the Earth is flat? Give me some scientific documented proof.
We have proof. We have as much proof. We have as much proof that the world is flat as you do that it is round. All you have is pictures.
What is the proof?
And total,
what is it?
Total propaganda from space.
Tell us your proof.
I'm not done finishing what I have to say here. I've got something to say here. It's very important.
I'm anxious to hear it.
We have a centrifugal system here that has eyewitness proof. That we have proof that ships have been lost at sea. There have been
Where is your proof?
Recorded accounts. We have people.
Where are they? Where's the information?
We have people that we have eyewitness people that we cannot bring forward at this time because of government pressure.
He has people he can't bring forward at this time.
We have 10 chapters in this country. We have 4 chapters in the state of California and 6 throughout the rest of the continental United States. Probably more following this guy's down here right now.
No, hold on, Mike. What is this? What about the moon? Did you tell me before the show that there is no moon?
The situation is this, okay? The moon landing during the administration of President Nixon was when the moon landing was done. Obviously, Nixon was in office, and we all know about Nixon, don't we? Out here?
Yeah, he's a great man. Yeah, right
on. In regards to the landing, it couldn't have been a real landing because, like I said before, our society represents a fact, the total facts that the moon is a complete phony. The moon.
Wait. You're saying that the moon is phony?
There's no such thing as the moon.
Well, what? Wait a minute. What is that? Wait a minute, Mike. What is that big round thing in the sky?
Once again, Wally, everybody, American people of the world, believe in what they see. All that is nothing but a balloon full of helium up in the sky.
Hey, Mike. Wait a minute, Mike. Wait a minute. The only thing full of helium is your brain. You're out of here.
Are you quake ready? Find out what to do before, during, and after an earthquake. Call 1-877-SHOOK-UP or visit the Quake Ready website. Be prepared. Get quake ready.
Now we will continue. Hello, everybody. Here now we have a dimwit Democrat here. He believes and is pushing for this probe of the Ronald Reagan George Bush campaign, and this is Jeff Tulcher.
Thank you very much. Hey, Wally, before we start tonight, I just have to ask you this, Wally. Where did you get these caged monkeys out here? Look at these orangutans. Bunch of putzes, you sit down. They can't even speak in sentences.
You fail to realize that these people out here are great Americans.
If they're great Americans, this country is in big trouble, Wally.
No, we are. No, he says we're in big trouble if jerks like you get in office.
Well, I've got the intelligence, so I'm sure that if I ever ran.
Hold it. Hold it, guy. Hold down the audience. Shh,
put a muzzle on these monkeys out here, would you?
Hold it down. You Democrats are playing politics once again. Hold down the audience, please. We're trying to conduct this interview. You Democrats are playing dirty politics once again, right at the start, Jeff, of the 1992 presidential campaign. You Democrats are so desperate because you know Bush is a shoo-in, you'll try anything to try to hurt George Bush, and so you're calling for this probe saying that George Bush and Ronald Reagan and the Reagan-Bush team made a deal with Iran to delay the release of American hostages until after the election. Oh, goodness.
That's correct, Wally. In fact, I don't understand why this wasn't. I don't know why this wasn't investigated when it first happened. I mean, first of all, the hostages were held for, what, 444 days? And how ironic is it, Wally, that the hostages were released 20 minutes after Reagan was inaugurated in 1981? How is that if they're held for almost over a year, 444 days? Why is it a mere coincidence that 20 minutes after Reagan's in office, they let him go?
Isn't it also...
Because these idiot Republicans are always setting this stuff up.
Let me answer you. Isn't it also a strange coincidence
that you have half a brain? That is a strange
Let me answer.
Actually, half a brain's giving you too much.
You either let me answer you, or I'm going to kick you out, and I'll do it myself. And you can shut your mouth.
Try to answer me.
Now, don't try to override me.
Go ahead.
Don't try to justified my remarks. I'm the host of the show.
Don't point that skinny finger at me. Don't you point at me.
Sit down here.
Of course, you're not man enough to do it yourself, so you got to get ugly over here to do it.
Just shut your mouth. Now I'm going to answer you. You talk about strange coincidences. Isn't it a strange coincidence, Tolcher, that you Democrats waited for 12 years to launch any investigation? You waited until the eve of the 1992 election, 11 years to launch these charges, and I say that is dirty politics.
Wally, Republicans, I mean, especially during Ronald Reagan's years, Republicans have been screwing this country. I mean, here's a man who dealt with terrorists. You know, if you want to look at it in a different light, Ronald Reagan dealt with terrorists. Iran captured American hostages, and Reagan bargained to get them out.
He did not bargain with them. He made no deals.
What about the Iran?
He made no deals whatsoever.
What about the weapons we gave to Iran then?
Ronald Reagan stated, and I quote him directly. Here is President Reagan, quote, he said recently, quote, to even hint that I would do anything to keep our POWs imprisoned one moment more than they should have been for political reasons is outrageous. And he said, and I am anxious for this probe to prove that this is political dirty tricks.
It's time once again to get on the hot seat with Wally George. This is it, the most talked about talk show on television and the most imitated. Join Wally as he grills those liberal loonies and tells you the way it really is. And now, here he is, that hard-hitting award-winning voice of conservatism, patriotism, and controversy. The one and only Wally George.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome all across America. We are the one program that makes sure the USA stays number one. USA, 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 USA. Okay. All right, now, hold on, please. Okay. Hold down, please. Hold down. Shh, quiet, please. Hold down the audience, please. Now, this is a historic moment in history. On the program tonight, we have some real miserable rodents on the show tonight. We have Rick Scouler here who says George Bush wanted war. He favors the anti-war more protesters, and he calls Bush a warmonger. And then we have some freaks known as Rebel. And they're against the president, and they're against this country. And finally, hold it, on the program tonight, to lighten things up just a little bit, we have Rudi Krause here defending... Hold it. Hold it. Hold it, guys. Shh, hold down. Rudi is defending topless dancing, and he's brought... Hold it. And he has brought... Wait a minute. He's brought a bimbo topless dancer with him. Oh. Now we have a real lunatic. Hold it. We have a real lunatic on the show here. He calls George Bush a warmonger. Once again, here is this lunatic Rick Scouler. Once again, a standing ovation, Rick.
I always get a standing ovation.
Now, Rick, here we are. Hold it now, noise. Here we are, Wednesday night, January the 16th. As we are recording this program,
correct,
the United States of America is kicking the hell out of Saddam Hussein.
Wally, the question should be not whether war is right or wrong, but how many pints of American blood is it going to take to equal a barrel of Kuwaiti crude?
Not anymore. Hey, not any more blood.
Down to.
Not anymore.
I'll
answer you.
Wait, your audience is not worried about going to war because they haven't started drafting 14-year-olds yet. That's why.
He asked how much American blood is going to be lost. I'll tell you, not any more blood.
You don't know if there's any yet.
Not any more blood that will come from your nose when I punch it.
Wally.
You see, we're macho.
No, macho.
Yeah.
Wally, just because you're 6 months away. Just because you're 6 months away from Social Security, don't forget about...
Don't be a smart punk.
Don't forget about all the young American men and women that are over there right now putting their life on the line so you can buy your gas for 25 cents a gallon cheaper. Let me tell you something. One of my best friends, Sergeant Anthony Franco, is over there right now as one of the ground troops.
And he's proud to be there, isn't he? He's proud to be there.
Wait, and if I find out that he either is hurt, if I find out that he gets hurt or killed, it's your ass that's on the line,
hey,
buddy.
Listen.
I'm coming back for you.
Hey, hold on. Your friend is over there because he's a great hero. And what are you doing?
He's over there because the government makes him go there.
You wouldn't go over there and fight. You wouldn't go over there and fight for your country. You'd be too busy hiding under your bed.
Wally.
I'm telling you that. Let me ask you, Rick. How can you dare sit here and call our great President George Bush a warmonger? Can you believe that?
There's no reason. There is no reason.
Let him talk.
There is no reason why we had to go to war so soon. We did not allow the sanctions to go on long enough. There was no oil. There was no oil going going in or out of there. We did not wait long enough. What we're
How long
doing
would
is
you have
we're
us wait,
showing-
Rick? How long would you have us wait?
We are showing the young people of this nation that if you don't get your way, then you go blow the hell out of somebody.
No,
And that's not the way to do things.
No, we're not, Rick. We are showing the young people in this country that when a murdering butcher like Saddam Hussein acts up, we kick ass. That's what we're showing. We're showing.
We did not allow. No, we did not allow enough time for a peaceful resolution to come about.
Oh, a peaceful resolution. Do you know? We waited 6 months for the sanctions to take hold, and
well, obviously it wasn't long enough.
Well, how long would you waited? How long would you waited, Rick?
It was not hurrying us. It was not hurrying us to have those sanctions.
Yes, it
go.
was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, let me tell you.
It's because you had to pay a little bit more for your gas.
Let me tell you why it was hurting us. Because obviously you are brain dead. Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you why. Let me explain to you.
There's no amount of American blood that equals us getting our hands on more oil. It's about time America finds out that we need alternative energy sources.
It was not over
unless
oil.
we do that, this is going to keep going on forever and ever, from
Rick,
country to country
you are
to country.
such.
Ever got the oil?
You are such a brain-damaged rodent. You don't know. The reason we were over there in Iraq and Saudi and pounding them like hell as we speak. The war may be over as we speak, for all I know, because once again we're taping this on Wednesday night, January 16th. But let me tell you the reason. We didn't go over there for oil. We went over there, because this man is another Adolf Hitler.
Bull. We went over there for oil.
Hold on. Let me say what I'm going to say, and then you can answer me.
Go ahead.
President Bush has said, General Colin Powell has said, Secretary of Defense Cheney has said.
Yeah, they're all in the same
Wait a
boat,
minute.
though.
As of now, Saddam Hussein has chemical weapons. He was developing nuclear weapons, and he was planning to use them on us. And if we
afraid of a little nation the size of Idaho? Come on. Jesus. The fact is that we get 1/3 of our oil from over there, and they have 2/3 of the oil reserve. That's why we're going over there.
The fact is, Rick,
you
that
can
this
drive
is a
around your funky little car.
This is a murdering. This man, this idiot, is a murdering butcher, and the things that he has done in Kuwait, the raping that has gone on, the killing, the butchering, none of our business. Oh, I see. As General Colin Powell said, if we had waited any longer, by the time we did act, if those sanctions hadn't taken place, by the time we did act, Saddam Hussein would have had his nuclear arsenal prepared, and he would have used them against us.
Enough firepower in this country where we could have wiped them out anytime we wanted. What I'm saying is we just went a little too prematurely. That's all.
A little too.
That's all.
No, we did not.
We did not allow enough time for peaceful resolution.
Well, listen, the entire world, the United Nations, every member of the entire General Assembly of the United Nations supported President Bush.
Didn't.
Well, they finally did.
Yeah, but they didn't want to.
And you know why they didn't?
Why? Because they were pressured into it. That's
do you know why?
Their initial was they didn't want to go.
Do you know why the democratically controlled Congress did not want to support President Bush? Because they were playing politics. That's why.
No. If you want to hear politics, the one big production of this country, almost the only one now, is military goods. And what are we going to do? If we don't use them, we ain't going to make any money. So this war is going to generate income for a country that is dying in a recession.
No, I'll tell you what.
Got us there.
No, what this
and now
war,
he's going to try to get us off
Rick,
by a war.
hold on, Rick. Well, what this
That's
war,
a lunatic.
Wait, what this war is going to show the rest of the world is that the United States of America stands
Are
firm,
war hungry.
and we will not tolerate people like Saddam Hussein to take control. I'll be right back. You people here in Southern California, every Wednesday, I am trying to straighten out this punk Rick Dees. Y'all know Rick? Every Wednesday morning here in Southern California on KISS FM at about 10 minutes to 8 in the morning, I come on Dees' show and I do Wally's commentary. So I'm gonna straighten out Dees the sleaze. What do you think? Okay. Now anyway, we have on this. Hold it, guys. We have here on stage Rick Scouler. Let me tell you, Rick, you and your Democratic pals back in Washington, D.C. Hold it. They, keep it down in the audience, your pals back in Washington, D.C., in the House, on the Senate, they are the ones who convinced Saddam Hussein that he shouldn't. Wait a minute. Let me finish. That he shouldn't pull out of Kuwait because they were not supporting the president. Saddam Hussein.
Not supporting war. That's all.
Saddam Hussein was watching carefully everything that was going on, and the Democrats were divided. They were hitting President Bush. I'm saying this: if the Democrats had united with the Republicans behind the president, maybe we wouldn't have had to have war in the first place. That's the whole thing. Your pals in Washington were giving aid and comfort to the enemy.
No, and you're saying the same thing about the protesters, and that's
and they are too.
No, we're in a country where you're free to protest like that, and the Democrats don't have to agree with Republicans. It was Bush who made this war.
The Democrats.
It was Bush that made the war. And it's real. It's real easy. It's real easy to say, yeah, let's go to war when you're sitting in this studio in Anaheim, California. If you had your ass over there, you might be thinking differently, buddy.
Hold on. Let me tell you this. If we had been united behind the president, you see, let me talk here a minute. Let me talk here a minute. Just shut up a minute. Let me talk here a minute. What I'm saying is, you Democrats failed to realize that we were dealing with another Adolf Hitler. You failed to realize that. Rick.
We were trying to show that you can get by without killing people.
Don't you know
you can win without killing people?
Do you know he was trying to take over the entire Mideast?
Well, why would we worry about that, Wally? Why would we
worry about that?
Because of the oil, right?
No.
What else would we?
Because
we don't import sand
He would control the entire
Mideast, oil,
including Israel, and then he would have challenged us with his nuclear power, and we wouldn't stand for it. Okay, can I have your name and your question? Go ahead.
My name is Paul, and my question is, if we would have gave them more time, right, for the peace initiative to take effect,
right,
we would have only been giving their troops more time to build up, and that would have killed more Americans. I'm old enough to go to war. Are you?
We have 28 countries allied against us. There is no way they can out-troop us. Actually,
But they
no
could build up
way.
your nuclear arsenal, you
come
idiot.
on, we got 28 countries. We're going to blow the hell out of them. That's what we're going to do.
Do you realize that he would have had nuclear weapons that he could have directed at New York City, and we're not taking that chance, are we? Quiet, please. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Shane.
Yes.
And I
quiet down, please.
I figured that if we don't stop Hussein now, he's going to take over the entire Middle East, and the more he takes over, the more powerful he's going to become.
Well, you know, all I can say, the only thing I can say to that is, why don't you come back when you're old enough to vote, okay?
Has more brains in his little toe than you have in that ugly
attic. Okay, my name is Victor. Okay, you say that you want these sanctions to keep on working. The basic fact is, in order to enforce... Basic fact is, to enforce these sanctions, we need troops there.
That
costs billions of dollars every month. In 3 years, that's $1 trillion.
Oh, but wait, if we blow them away, we don't just go in and blow them away and leave. We have to occupy that country for months, for years. That's where your money's going to be spent, so you're wrong.
Yeah, wait, listen. If we wait for sanctions for 2 years, what if he gets a nuclear bomb? What are we supposed to wait till he's on our shores then?
We have satellites that can watch his every move. Every move. We've got him surrounded. There's no oil going in and out of that country. They're not going to have money to do anything.
All right, let's go to the question. Yes. Hey, I love your wardrobe.
I can see you shop for your clothes at the same place Wally does.
And I get my hair cut the same place you do.
Ask your question.
Okay, first of all, I agree with you that the basic reason why we're over there is oil. What you got to realize is it's not the oil companies that are benefiting. Yes, they are. But the thing is, if we didn't have oil, this country wouldn't exist. I'd like to know how you got to... I'd like to know... Wait, I'd like to know... Okay, fine. Alternatives. I'd like to know what you were doing to prevent this war. How did you get to this studio tonight?
I took the bus.
You took the bus. That's good.
Right.
How do you get to work in the morning?
I'll tell you what you're going to do right now. You're going to get back on the bus because you're out of here. Problems in this world, and one of the problems facing the Supreme Court, believe it or not, is whether topless dancing, nude dancing should be made illegal. Now I say yes. The Supreme Court is going to be voting on it. Rudi Krause is against it. He thinks nude dancing, topless dancing should be illegal, and he's here to debate me, and he brought along Sonny. Here they come. Here they are. Where are they? Bring it. Where are they? boys. Oh, hold it down. Now, oh, there's Sonny. Oh, yeah, with her plug. Sit down, Sonny. Now, hold on a minute. Now, Rudy, hold down, guys. We are here, Rudy. We're in the middle of a war with, hold it, guys. We're in the middle of a war with Saddam Hussein, and you think that this is some crushing issue that you have to make sure that topless dancing, that nude dancing is legal in America. Some big deal, right? Yeah!
That's right, Wally. That's right. It is a big deal.
Why is it such a big deal, Rudy?
Because we have a violation of the women's right to expression. And you know the whole Muslim thing. They're religious sexists over there, just like you. You want to have a fundamentalist society like Iraq. You want the women, you want women walking around with completely clothed, just showing their little face.
No,
like
Rudy.
this.
What I really want is a sack over your stupid face. Now here's Sonny. Let's bring on Sonny. Now you're with Sonny's what?
Sonny's striptease telegrams.
Sonny's striptease telegrams.
And Wally, we not only dance topless, we dance nude.
Oh! Now Sonny, hold it, guys. There's a lawsuit in front of the United States Supreme Court right now as we speak. Some people are challenging nude dancing like you do, topless dancing. They say it is obscene and immoral, and the Supreme Court's going to vote on it. And I hope they vote to make it illegal in America.
The girls are saying yes because they would never even dare take their clothes off.
How many of you agree?
Oh, you know what? That girl right up there. I'd love to see you try to get a job with my company because, honey, you are so ugly.
Will you stop it?
And Wally.
Hold on.
Just because their daddies like to see me dance, girls don't get mad.
I have news for you. The girls in my audience wouldn't lower themselves to work for her company. When I say, Rudy, I say topless dancing, nude dancing is not freedom of expression. It is not a form of art. I say it is an abuse of freedom of expression. And I say in this moral country, the Supreme Court should rule against it.
Wrong.
Why not?
Wally, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but pornography is in the mind of the censor. And profanity may be offensive to some, but take that right away, we lose our right to expression. And I have a guest here that's going to tell you. Let's get a close-up right here. Yo, censorship.
What has Bart Simpson got to do with topless dancing?
He supports it.
That's right. Don't censorship, Sonny.
All right, now,
Wally, you're so mesmerized with all this.
Hold it.
Go on.
What I'm saying, Sonny, is here in this country, we have to draw the line somewhere, and I say it's time to draw the line right now.
Give me a chance to talk. Wally, if you don't like topless dancing, just don't go see it.
No,
but
that
you
isn't
spend
it.
hours and hours and hours going to the bars and going, oh, look at those girls dancing topless. That's horrible. And then you go to the next bar and you watch them dance topless. And then you come home to your wife and you probably
I never go to any of those stupid bars.
You probably have been seeing more topless dancers than a normal person who would go.
I never.
Then why is that such an issue to you? Why do you care what I do?
Wait, hey, it must be hold it, audience. Hold down the audience.
I wouldn't show you my titties. That's
See, it just shows No, Sonny.
No, I'd go pretty low.
No. What I'm saying is this. It must be a pretty big issue, Sonny, if it has now come before the United States Supreme Court. It must be pretty important, wouldn't you think so? Go ahead, Rudi.
Now, Wally, we need to do a psychoanalysis of you. Look at the watch. You are now 10 years old. Why don't you tell us about when you put on your mother's bras and panties for the first time, and she spanked you real hard.
Right here. We'll put this right here.
Look at all this. Look at all of this stupid stuff here. Come on. I say topless dancing is baloney, and both of you are out of here. Okay, now we will continue, and we have one of our regular lunatic liberals here, and this time, this guy is a fan of Gorbachev. He says that he thinks Gorbachev deserved to win the Nobel Peace Prize. And I say Gorbachev is a wolf in sheep's clothing. He's still an idiot. And I say Ronald Reagan should have got the Peace Prize. Anyway, here he is. Let's bring on this idiot, Jim Myers. Bring him on. Here he is. Sit down in the chair. Nice try, Jim. Yeah, Jim. Look at that.
The Prince of Peace.
Can you imagine?
The most courageous man in the history of the world. These guys are booing because they're excited to get outside and last performer. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. Half of them are drooling. You should provide napkins to wipe the spit off their face after that last show.
You are the filthiest mongrel I've ever seen in my life.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at an old, pathetic man who is either ignorant, stupid, or a liar. Everyone in this great land loves and appreciates the great efforts of Mikhail Gorbachev. He has set his people free. He has allowed Germany to become free. He is single-handedly changing the planet Earth into a land of peace, a land of opportunity for all mankind. I love this man, and I think that you should too. You say this man destroys my personal property. I don't appreciate it.
Sit on your chair, you little moron. Get out. Sit down.
To not appreciate Mikhail Gorbachev is to know nothing about history, is to know nothing about the state of the world
let me
today.
answer you.
You don't know anything about either one of those.
I'm going to answer you,
Mr. George.
I'm going to answer you.
Answer me.
I'm going to answer. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Quiet, please.
Shut up.
I'm going to answer you now, you little weasel.
See, all he can resort to are personal attacks. I'm here to discuss issues.
I'm answering
He calls
you.
me names.
I'm answering
He's
you.
going to call me one too many names, and I'm going to knock all three of his damn teeth out.
I'm going to answer you. Now, just shut your filthy, rotten mouth for 1 minute.
See this man? See him? Listen to him. He has no facts.
I'm telling
He's
you.
only resorting to name calling.
All right.
I don't appreciate it.
Let me quote. Let's
get down to the issues on this show.
Don't pound my desk.
Yeah, it might fall apart like the time Larry Rice
kicked it down. Let me tell you this. The only reason, hold it down, the only reason that Mikhail Gorbachev has made any signs towards peace is because Gorbachev is totally broke. His country is falling apart. He has no money, and he has to make some efforts towards changes.
He has a heart of gold. He has a spirit of peace.
Oh, if he's so peaceful, then answer me this: why hasn't he freed the other Baltic nations?
He is allowing them to move towards freedom, ignorant one.
He is.
Marching towards freedom. He has allowed his people to have freedom of the press. He has allowed his people to have freedom of religion.
Just a moment.
What he's done is amazing.
Jim, I am talking. Shut your mouth or I'm throwing you off the show. Now shut up. Now what I'm saying is,
I voluntarily
shut your mouth. Now I'm telling you this. If Mikhail Gorbachev truly wanted peace, why doesn't he offer unconditional freedom to the nations he possesses, like Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, and Afghanistan?
You see, he shows his stupidity, ladies and gentlemen.
Why hasn't he?
Those nations are becoming free.
They're not.
Evolving.
He controls them. They're not evolving.
Cut off all
they are not evolving.
Cuba. He has taken out all his advisors from Iraq.
You are
wrong. He has withdrawn all the
Wait
troops
a minute.
from
Wait a minute.
The world is so much a better place since he has gotten into power.
Shut your mouth.
He has fought his internal people. He has fought his own government.
Shut your mouth.
Don't you yell at me.
You shut your mouth or I'm throwing you off the show. Now sit down and shut up. Now don't you dare try to run this show. I'm going to throw you off here forever. Wait a minute. I am telling you, you lied to the people of the United States of America when you said that these people are out of Iraq. Do you know, as we speak, if Mikhail Gorbachev really is a man of peace, do you know that he has right now hundreds of military advisors in Iraq assisting Saddam Hussein?
You see, just yesterday, he withdrew the last 100.
You're lying.
Advisors.
You are full of baloney.
There is a core group there only to protect the embassy.
You are so full of it.
See, he has no knowledge of the world.
Where did you read that, Jim?
I am a student of history. I am a student of Russia. I have been studying this issue for 20 years. I see a man who's bringing his troops back home, who is guiding the world towards peace.
I'm looking at a man who's a total jackass. Now, wait.
And along with me are the ugliest group of human beings I've ever seen in my life. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. Hey, ladies and gentlemen,
wait a minute. Stop.
Let's don't take my word for this.
Jim, it's my show. Now shut up. Jim, I'm warning you right now. I'm warning you. It's your last chance, and you're leaving. I am conducting the interview.
Not very well.
It is not your show. It's my show. Now shut your filthy mouth. Now you've talked long enough. I'm going to give you some facts now. Now, Robert Novak, the very noted columnist and CNN
right-wing
news
racist
reporter, said it is because of President Reagan's tough, firm policies that Gorbachev was forced to back off from his aggressive ways. And he talks about Gorbachev knocking down the Berlin Wall, that too was only because he kept talking about peace, 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 and it was President Ronald Reagan who called Gorbachev's bluff. He went to the Berlin Wall and he said, hey, Gorbachev, if you really mean peace, then knock down this wall. And that's why he did it. Now, you know,
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm not through yet. I'm not through yet, Jim. I'm not through yet, Jim.
Well, hurry up.
I'll give you your
I've got some
chance.
things to say.
It's my show.
Hurry up.
I'll give you your chance. Now, Gorbachev says he wants peace because Gorbachev, it is well known, fears a revolution in his own country. He fears the people may rise up against him. It's said in the LA Times, in U.S. News and World Report, a revolution is brewing in the Soviet Union.
Are you through yet?
No, the economy has crumbled. Now also, let me give you this. You say that his people are for him and that he's leading his people to new peace. Let me quote you from Associated Press, worldwide news service.
He's made this quote up.
I tell you, this is from check with the Associated Press, nitwit. This is from the Associated Press Newswire. They interviewed people in Moscow about Gorbachev winning the Nobel Peace Prize.
You can always find people who are going to disagree with anything.
And they said one person who had to remain anonymous because if he had told his name, he probably would have been shot. But he said, Gorbachev certainly has not earned this honor. Okay. Thank you very much. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Hot Seat. Here on television, and we're proud that our audience is growing all across America this year through the courtesy of Audio Entertainment Networks Incorporated. Patrick Olmstead will be seeing in millions of new homes all across this country. All broadcasting right here in beautiful Anaheim, California. Now, to wind up the show, these are really the freaks to end all freaks. They are anti-war. They are anti-government. They are a bunch of degenerates. Let's bring on these freakos. They call themselves Rebel. Oh. Give me that flag. Give me that flag right now. Give me that flag. Give me the flag. I'm warning you, pal. Give me the flag. Get him, Wally. Kill him.
What happened there?
Move those apart. Hold it. Hey, what do you bet these guys are female impersonators? Hey, I'm trying to figure out if you're male or female. What do you think?
Ask the sex change doctor, man.
Hey,
you got some pussycats in here.
Oh, listen. Hold it. Wait a minute, hold down. For you guys to do what you did to the American flag, if I had my way, I'd take you out in the alley and shoot you.
We ran out of toilet paper. USA! Down with the USA!
USA. Down with the USA.
Did you hear? Did you hear what he said? He said, down with the USA. You see what you guys, hey, you know what? Wait a minute. Wait, hey, you know what? If Saddam Hussein, as we tape this show, if Saddam Hussein is not dead yet, I know how to kill him. Let's drop these two from a parachute. Hold on. Let's drop these two from a parachute into Saddam Hussein's private headquarters. These guys will give him a cardiac arrest.
Hey, pussycats, hey, who's different? Who's different? Bush or Hussein, they're both like Hitler, they're both imperialists. What's the difference? You guys can... They're gonna take you in. They're gonna take you in. They'll take you in. They'll take you in. They'll take you in.
Wait a minute. Hold on, rebel. Wait a minute.
They'll send all these boys in there and make little girls out of them. You'll go up against that Iraqi army and they'll waste you. What are we fighting?
Wait.
For what?
You dare to compare President George Bush to Adolf Hitler?
Last year. Hey, if you guys watched anything except for MTV and your little, middle-class homes or whatever, hey, what did we do last Christmas? We invaded Panama. What did Hussein do? He invaded Kuwait. Hey, why should we go in? Nobody came in to throw us out.
Let me ask.
These guys.
Wait a minute, guys.
This audience is a classic example following a president blindly.
Hold down the audience.
Following blindly like sheep. That's what these are. They're not even old enough.
Let me say this.
And I bet you there's some of them that would want to say, hey, we don't want Americans to be there, but they're not strong enough to voice their opinion.
Hold on. You guys are standing up for the anti... Hold it down.
We want to be free. Why should we be taking away their freedom? We went into Panama. They went into Kuwait. What's the difference?
You guys are standing up for the anti-war protesters. You're talking.
We're standing up for ourselves. I don't want to go to that war. I want to rock and roll and show all these boys and girls what good rock and roll's about.
What have you ever done for your country? Tell me one thing you've ever done for your country.
I was born, man. The Immaculate Conception. I'm the Ayatollah of rock and roller, man. The Ayatollah, Elvis 2000 right here. Check it out.
Hold on.
Check it out.
Wait a minute. The best thing, you know what? The best thing we can do to straighten these idiots out. No. Hey, hold on. Let's ship them over there to Saudi Arabia. Put them on the front line. I'll be right back. We're back, Wally George here with this scummy band, Rebel. Now let me ask you. You guys are hitting an all-time new low. I understand that you're putting on an X-rated porno video. Is that right?
Yeah, starring ourselves in all the sex acts you can describe and then some, man. These guys are the first ones that'll buy it.
Can you imagine any living creature who would want to have sex with them?
Buy it. All of you, hey, all of you buy it. You might learn something.
Hey, what do you... Hey, are you guys doing any bisexuality in your video?
Hey, Jay, buy the video, man. What do you think? Hey, what do you think, man?
Hey, the last
director knows for sure.
Hey, the last time you were on the show, you guys gave each other a little affectionate kiss. Would you do that again for the cameras?
No, but we'd like to do you up, Wally.
Go ahead. No, hey, wait a minute.
We'd like to do you up, Wally.
Get Okay, thanks very much. Now we're going to get to our first guest. Hold it down. It's our first guest on the hot seat. He was here last time for a losing cause. Trying to elect Jesse Jackson. And now he's back with another losing cause. Eddie Goodwin is here.
Hi, Mom. How you doing, Mom? I love you.
Eddie, a couple weeks ago you were on the show.
That's right, and I killed you, and I'm going to kill you again.
Oh!
Let's go. I killed you.
Eddie, you were here saying your boy Jesse was going to get nominated. He got his...
I didn't say that, Wally.
He got his...
I didn't say he was going to be nominated. I said Jesse was a great candidate for the President of the United States, and that he's a great man, a great individual.
And I say he had no right to even run for president.
You're a fool, Wally. You're not.
But we're not talking about that now.
All right, yeah.
Let's talk about our next subject here.
That's right.
Now, we're discussing, there is legislation pending and a great movement swelling in America to give people the right to carry handguns.
And that'd be the worst thing that happened to America if that law was to pass.
Come on.
It'd be the worst thing that could happen to America.
I say we have the right to defend ourselves, don't we? Now, Eddie, you know all the violence that is going on today.
That's right.
Now, I say, why should criminals be the only ones to be able to walk around armed? We are walking around the streets like sitting ducks. People walk up to us. I mean, it's getting so bad in LA, it's almost impossible to walk the streets of Los Angeles without somebody approaching you. I say we have the right to carry a handgun right on our hip, so if some maniac comes towards us, we can pull out our gun and say, stay right where you are. What do you think?
Come on, Wally. You are so ridiculous. I never heard something so stupid.
Now, what's wrong with that?
I never heard something so ridiculous in all my life. First of all, when somebody pulls a gun on you, how you gonna get the chance to go and pull your gun, Wally?
Hold on.
When somebody pulls a gun on you, they're gonna shoot you more than likely. So what's that gun gonna do? How's it gonna do you any good, Wally? What you gonna do? So gonna pull a gun, then you gonna try to pull yours? Then you're dead, Wally.
Wait a minute.
Then you're dead.
Hey, hold on. What I'm saying is, if some bum, some thug approaches you and says something to you menacingly, you can pull a gun and scare that mugger up. How many girls...
If you say something menacingly, just because somebody say something wrong, you gonna pull a gun on them, Wally?
No, hold on.
You're ridiculous.
Hold on, listen. How many girls could maybe stop a rapist from attacking her if she pulled a gun out and said, you come one more step and I'm gonna put you out of business, right? Eddie.
Wally, if we outlaw these guns, these criminals will not have guns. Where do you think criminals get guns from, Wally? You can go to LA or Long Beach right now and go buy a Uzi from a gun store. That's what they do. They go to these stores and buy guns. They go to people's homes and rob their homes and take the guns that the people have in their homes. That's how these people get their guns.
Calm down. Don't yell at me.
You're going to turn to a wimp, huh?
Hold on.
You're showing your true colors now, Wally. You're showing your true colors. You are a wimp underneath all that.
Hey, big mouth.
You are a wimp all along.
Hey, big mouth. Hey, who do you think you are in your CNR suit?
Look at
Now hold on. Let me tell you something. You really want to outlaw handguns, don't you?
Of course, I want only people I think who should have guns, of course, are police officers and security people.
But wait a minute. Wait, police officers can't be everywhere all the time. If we outlaw handguns, Eddie, then the only people who will be armed will be criminals. And I say we law-abiding citizens should also have the right to be armed and defend ourselves.
So silly, so ludicrous. Wally, do you think criminals there's some kind of underground network of criminals making guns? Those fools can't even boil water. How they gonna make guns?
Come on.
You know they get their guns from going to these stores. They rob gun stores, or they go to the stores and buy guns, or they steal them from people's homes. That's what criminals get their guns for.
You are so ludicrous.
You are ludicrous. You don't know anything, Wally. You don't know what's going on.
Hold on. Let me tell you. Wait. if you outlaw guns, criminals will get them from the black market. They can get guns. They make their own guns, don't they?
They gonna make their own guns? How they gonna make guns? How these criminals gonna make guns?
Haven't you ever heard of zip guns? They make them in jails all the time. You see,
those zip guns are nothing.
Well, all right, if you ban handguns, and you say it's illegal and you must turn in all your handguns, now the law-abiding citizens will probably do it. Do you really think that the criminals are going to turn in their handguns? No! Of course not.
We know who these criminals are. We know who these gang members are. Let's go and take their guns. We know where they at. We know where their ammunition at. Let's go and take their guns.
Listen, do you know who had the right idea?
Take you.
Oh!
That's right. You wish.
Hold it.
I'll take any of you out right here. I'll take any of you.
Hey, you know where he learned that word? From looking in the mirror. Don't you call any my audience are real Americans.
A bunch of wimps. A bunch of wimps. I don't see no ladies out there.
Hold on. Now the reason that we must not outlaw handguns and the reason we must allow American citizens to carry handguns is because violence is increasing all. Nutrition